And welcome to Upon Further Review. I'm Josh Aubrey. Plenty to get to in this week's show. On the college front, the Georgia Southern men's and women's basketball teams both in the midst of tough losing streaks. For the guys, it came to 5 straight as they lost Thursday on the road at Coastal Carolina. They also lost at home to Buffalo in overtime. We'll send you out for highlights of that game. Neither one of them in action at home this weekend. As for the women, their losing streak has come to 10 straight. Their latest one being on the road at Louisiana. Both of them will be looking to rebound on the road on Saturday. As for the other sports going on, the Georgia Southern softball team kicked off the season. They're 4-1 as they played home over the weekend. Next up for them, they'll be down in Florida playing in a tournament coming up this week, starting Friday, which includes number 18 ranked Florida. As for the baseball team, they'll be in action starting Friday at J.I. Clement Stadium. 3-game series against Maryland starting Friday at 6:30, then Saturday at 2 and Sunday at 1 o'clock. Maryland has won the Big Ten tournament the last 2 seasons, and they host the NCAA regionals 2 years ago. As for our area high school basketball teams, everybody in the region tournament, and a lot of them are off to the state tournament as well. Southeast Bulloch's boys and girls won 2 games against Islands on Tuesday. We'll have highlights of that game for you. Both of them will be off to the state playoffs. As for Statesboro High's boys and girls, they'll be hosting a state playoff game at least. They have both won the semifinals. Both are in the championship games. Those games taking place on Friday. We'll send you back out for some of the semifinal action for the Statesboro boys and girls. As for the Bulloch Academy girls, they are into this region championship game, which will be played Friday night. They were able to take care of business against Pinewood on Thursday. Unfortunately, the guys fell in their game with Frederica. They're in the consolation game playing for the 3 or 4 seed. And as for the Portal Panthers, the boys were able to win, and they're in the championship game. And for the girls, they won as well. They will be hosting the state playoffs for the first time in school history as they were able to win on Thursday night. They'll be playing for the region championship Friday before the guys. Those games taking place at Montgomery County. Plenty of highlights to get to. Stay with us on Upon Further Review. Reminder before we go to break, hopefully you'll never be in an accident, but if so, please give our friends at the Sullivan Law Firm a call, 912-489-8888, or online at thesullivanlawfirm.com. Cook's Pharmacy, located on Highway 80 East, is family owned and operated by Lynn and Janie McCook, as well as their son, Josh McCook. Serving the Bulloch County area since 2005, McCook's Pharmacy offers fast and friendly service where the customers come first. Vaccinations are available, including shingles, flu, pneumonia, and Tdap. Drive-through service is available with 2 drive-through windows for your convenience. McCook's Pharmacy offers free local deliveries, and new customers are always welcome. Continuing the tradition of our family caring for your family, McCook's Pharmacy, Highway 80 East. Eagles spirit and style are a priority around here, and that's why the University Store, the official outfitter of Georgia Southern, offers everything you need to be game day ready. The University Store carries the largest inventory of licensed Georgia Southern apparel, accessories, and spirited merchandise. Show your spirit with tents, flags, and chairs. Show your style with polos, hats, dresses, and jerseys. Visit us in-store at our stadium shops or online at gsustore.com. Show your spirit from tailgate to touchdown with the University Store today. Well, the Georgia Southern men and women, both in the midst of losing streaks, were able to get out for the Georgia Southern guys. They went down to the wire once again. Another overtime loss for Georgia Southern at Hanner Fieldhouse. This time was to Buffalo. Let's send you out for some highlights. The Georgia Southern Eagles looking to go to infinity and beyond as they were hosting Buffalo. Second half action, Buffalo up 12. They'd extend the lead to 15 with this dunk, but the Eagles start cutting away at the lead. Aaron Banks drives in, hits the lefty layup. Next, it's Banks driving and going off the glass for 2 more. The comeback continues. This time it's Jamar Franklin hitting the three. He'd have 15 points in the game. Franklin doing it again moments later. Step back three, cutting the lead to 5. And then it's Banks going in for the nice reverse. He'd lead the Eagles with 25 points. Franklin then driving in and getting the lefty layup to go. Avante Parker then starts to take over. 2 of his 13 points. Parker then coming up with one of his 9 rebounds, and he gets the putback to go. The Eagles continue to go inside to Parker, and he finishes with 2 more. Georgia Southern within 3. Buffalo right back. The spinning layup by Isaiah Adams. He'd lead them with 24 points. Parker connecting on the other end for 2 more. And then it's Nate Bradford, the corner 3. Bradford heating up. He'd hit another one and finish with 11 points in the game. And then from up top with under a minute to go, Aaron Banks gives the Eagles a 72-70 lead. Buffalo responds inside. Adams once again. Banks then with the hesitation move with time winding down. It won't fall. We go to overtime, tied at 72 all. In overtime, Bradford sinks another 3. Then Eugene Brown driving hard to the basket for the layup. The Eagles up by 1. Adams once again. This time looks like he traveled, but they count it. Buffalo up by 1. And it's Parker driving in. The Eagles take a 1-point lead. The back and forth game continues. Adams putting the team on his back, drives in with less than a minute to go. Buffalo up by 1. Again, Banks delivers. Georgia Southern up by 1, less than 20 seconds to play. Adams finds Jonavis Smith. The Eagles with one final chance with just over 3 seconds left, but Aaron Banks' shot is well short, and the Eagles fall 82-81. So their losing streak at 5 games, the women at 10. Both of them looking to bounce back on Saturday, and they'll both return to Hanner Fieldhouse coming up next week. As for the Georgia Southern baseball team, they get underway Friday at 6:30 at home against Maryland. They'll play a 3-game series with the Terrapins Saturday at 2 o'clock, Sunday at 1 o'clock. We had a chance to talk with head coach Rodney Hennon about last year's disappointing season and how they're looking to rebound this year.
Well, certainly not the season we'd hoped for, and not the standard that we've set for the program, and probably the thing that was most disappointing was just the fact that we didn't play our best baseball down the stretch. You know, each year you want to try to get better as you go, and unfortunately we didn't play real well down the stretch at the end, and you know, so every year, you know, regardless of how you finish or how the season went, you're always evaluating ways where you have to improve and get better, and certainly we did that during the off season, and tried to address some areas where we felt like we needed to get better. You know, we feel like we've brought in a good group to go along with a good core of guys that have been in the program for a while, that have experienced the success of a season like 2022 and then the disappointment of the way that we finished last year, and I think have a good understanding of what we need to do consistently on a day in and day out basis to get back to the same kind of position we were in 2022. So the leadership has been really good. This group has worked really hard. You know, our veteran players have welcomed the newcomers with open arms, and there's been a lot of competition throughout practice. And so I'm excited to see what this team can do come Friday night.
Once again, 6:30 at J.I. Clements going on Friday night, and then Saturday at 2 o'clock, Sunday at 1 o'clock. All right, stay with us. High school action coming up next. There's a time for playing it safe and a time for Whiskey Business. Located on the corner of Highway 80 and East Main Street, Whiskey Business has one of the largest selections of bourbons, as well as an allocated selection of bourbons and top shelf liquors. featuring the coldest walk-in beer cave around, a great selection of IPA and craft beers, as well as domestics. They also sell ice, mixers, champagne, wine with all your favorite brands. Whiskey Business also has a fully stocked cigar room with humidors, cigar cutters, torches, and other accessories, featuring brands like Man O' War, Buffalo Trace, Macanudo, and Rocky Patel. Open Monday through Wednesday, 9 to 9 p.m., Thursday through Saturday, 9 till 10 p.m. Stop by and see them today.
Davis, you're in. You tired of being on the sidelines? Let's get you in the game. GATA, get after those assets.
Well, on the high school front, the Portal Panthers, boys and girls, able to win on Thursday to put themselves into the region championship games. That means they'll be hosting state playoff games for the boys and the girls. For the girls, first time in school history that they've done that. This past week, they played Jenkins County to wrap up the regular season. We don't have any region playoff action highlights to bring you, but we do have some from their sweep against Jenkins County in their final game of the regular season. The Portal Panthers hosting Jenkins County to conclude the regular season. Second half action. The shots off the mark, but Shonda Carrera is there for the rebound and the putback. Jenkins County hanging in there, cutting the lead to 5. Portal responds, another shot off the mark, and this time freshman Ryan Blackman, the rebound and putback. Later it's Samara McBride inside, getting 2. Portal up on 9. Jenkins comes back. Portal answers. A nice pass inside for 2 more. Jenkins hits this one to cut it to 46 to 44, but unlike the last time these two teams met, the Panthers make their free throws down the stretch, and they win 49 to 44. To the boys' game we go. Jenkins County is giving Portal some trouble in the pass, but not on this one. The outlet pass ahead finds Elijah Coleman all alone. Next up, in the transition game, David Thomas finishes. And then another rebound and quick outlet pass. Joseph Thomas with the layup. More of the same. Brian McCain to Elijah Coleman. He cruises in. Portal up by 8. Coleman later kicks it over to David Thomas, who hits the three-pointer. Coleman then finds McCain, who hits the 3. Portal up 25 to 10. McCain then driving in for the layup. 5 Panthers in double figures, including Elijah Coleman, who hits the baseline jumper. And then another outlet pass all the way to a wide open McCain. Portal up by 13. KJ Hunter off the mark, but Amir Johnson slams home the putback. And then Marion Trimble, he wears the 3. Portal up by 20 at the half. Second half, more of the same. Coleman going in for the layup. And then Thomas hits the 3. 45 to 23 at this point. Brothers do it nicely. David to Joseph for the layup. And Coleman pulls up, knocks down another 3. Joseph Thomas stops McCain in the corner for 3 more. 56 to 31. Amir Jackson then inside for the hoop and the foul. And finally the alley-oop. Marion Trimble. Portal rolls 70 to 42. Well, as for our other area teams, region tournaments getting underway. We'll send you out to Southeast Bulloch, where the boys and girls were victorious over Islands. Then we'll send you over to Statesboro High for highlights of the boys and girls semifinal games, where they were both able to pick up victories. And then Bulloch Academy's girls in action in the opening round of their region tournament. They are now in the region championship game. They were taking on Pinewood. Southeast Bulloch Yellow Jackets opening up the region playoffs at home against Islands. Second half action against Madison Lanier. Driving in for the layup. Next, the pass ahead to Courtney Reed. She hits for two. Pass deflected into the arms of Logan Major, who puts it in. Southeast in command, and then from way downtown, it's Ella Jonathan for three. And Southeast Bulloch goes on to win and clinch a spot in state play. To the boys' game we go. And it's the Jackets and the Sharks. Nice look inside to Trey Jones on the line for two. Then Ash Collins with the layup. Collins able to keep it close for most of the first half, but the Jackets start a run. Roman Wells hits here. A little bit later, it's Wells driving in for two more. Zach Wells later off the mark, but Brendan O'Dowd does a good job of boxing up. He gets the putback for two. And Wells catches fire for the Jackets, driving in for the lefty layup. And he'll pull up and drain the three. Southeast advances, winning 78-54. The opening round of the region tournament at Bulloch Academy, the Gators taking on Pinewood. First half action. Ashante Noble follows up her own miss and gets the putback. And then it's Noble with another rebound. She turns and banks in two more. Pinewood able to keep it close for a little while in the second quarter, but the Gators pull away. Noble crashing the boards and getting two of her 15 first half points. 28-16 Gators at the half. In the second half, Bulloch Academy pulls away. Emmy Powell, the rebound and the putback, and then Kaylee Cardell finds Riley Ann Claxton for the layup. Noble then to Marilyn Belcher for two, and then Noble coming through with the hoop and the foul as the Gators advance to the championship game, winning 48-24. The Statesboro Blue Devils opening up the region tournament in the semifinals. Ladies first, taking on Jenkins. Alyssa Staten, the hoop and the foul. Jenkins would keep it close throughout the first half. Statesboro trying to respond. A nice look inside. Johnson to Demia Hartwell. And then it's Johnson going in for the hoop and the foul. More from Johnson. Showing the range, she drains the three-pointer. And then Staten from just inside the three-point line. Statesboro up by 4 at the half in the third quarter. The Blue Devils pull away. Hartwell hitting the reverse. And then Staten, the rebound and putback. She'd have 30 points and 20 rebounds. And then showing the touch from the free throw line here. The bank open late as Micaiah Strickland hits the three. And then it's the near side triple for Maggie O'Neill. And finally staying inside for two more, Staten. The Blue Devils advance, winning 61-53. To the boys' game we go. Statesboro hosting Greenbrier, and DJ Brown from way downtown buries the triple. Then on the break, check out Mike Goodman going airborne for the tough layup. And then Raylan Grant gets the rebound, goes up strong for two. Greenbrier catches fire before the end of the first half. They'd hit 4 3-pointers and lead 32-31 at the half. Statesboro goes on an 18-0 run in the third, though, to pull away. Raylan Grant, the pull-up jumper. Then Grant driving in for two. Cam Michael, the mid-range jumper. Jacaden Cone then finds Mike Goodman for 2 more. Brown drains another long 3. And finally, it's Goodman for 2 more, and Statesboro advances 67-53. So region championships for the Portal boys and girls, for the Statesboro boys and girls, and for the girls of Bulloch Academy. We'll have highlights of those games for you coming up next week. But for now, that'll wrap things up. We hope to see you again next week.